The shop. Joining us right now is Jason Anderson, our friend from the Sacramento Bee. Talk about the Kings. Jason, as always, we appreciate your time, good sir. What's the response on Saturday night? Tell us about the relationship between Coach Brown and his players.
Hi, guys. I think it tells you a lot. He called them out after the previous game, even in a victory. There were some things he wasn't happy with. Especially, giving up 23 offensive rebounds in that game. And as you guys have probably discussed, he was very pointed in calling out Fox and Sabonis, saying they have to be elite at both ends of the floor and they need to demand the same of their teammates. And, they come out and they did what he asked the next time out to get a really good road win, against a Phoenix team that is playoff tested and been to the conference finals and it has some talent. KD didn't play, but that's still a really good team. It was a playoff atmosphere and the Kings kind of rose to the occasion there and gave Mike what he was looking for.
For me, Jason, this team is already in the playoffs. It seems like they feel that way or they're thinking that way. So the rest of the season is just learning about this team and what can I find out about this team and what their chances are in the playoffs. And I see that. And over the course of a series, you're going to have your trials and tribulations, and it's how you come back and bounce back from that. Do you think something like we saw from Thursday to Saturday translates in a playoff series in terms of fixing things on the fly?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point. And to your previous point, I'm going to say publicly, I think for the first time, this team is going to the playoffs.
There we go.
Let's have
Hey,
it. All right, Jason Anderson.
All right.
Oh, that's great. It's been so long coming, and Kings fans really have learned to kind of guard their hearts here. There's been excitement before. There have been other times before where people thought, well, maybe, but you always wait for something bad to happen. And I think even now there are only 16 games left in the regular season. And up until now, people have just been waiting. Well, when's the other shoe going to drop? And at this point they're solidified. I mean, they're going to be in the top 6. The question is, hey, can they hold on to 2? Do they go to 3 or 4? And Ramie, they are making these adjustments on the fly. They are getting better. They are, you talk about teams turning it on after the All-Star break. Well, the Kings are 8-1 after the All-Star break and still seemingly getting better and taking it to another level. And, I do think that bodes well for them as the playoffs approach. And they've been saying for weeks, when we get in the playoffs, not if, when, and here we go.
Jason Anderson from the Sacramento Bee is with us here, Cattles and Ramie, Sactown Sports. Jason, the bench has been great since the All-Star break. I mean, how much more dangerous is this team when their depth is producing like this? Yeah,
they're really dangerous. I mean, you're looking at guys like Malik Monk, and Terrence Davis has had some big nights. Trey Lyles has just been tremendous for them. Mezzi has really, given them some great stuff in spots and then they call on Kessler Edwards the other night. He had played, I think, 28 minutes in 3 appearances since they were paid to take him from the Brooklyn Nets. And they call on him to go out there and guard Devin Booker. And the kid did an incredible job. He's, 22 years old, 6'7", 6'11" wingspan, strong, athletic. And Mike said after the game, like, he acknowledged, I asked him how much that's something this team needs. It's one thing they lack a little bit is size and length, and Kessler provides that. And so you add him to a mix of a really good bench already. And, and that if Kessler is going to kind of solidify a role for himself, I just think it adds to something that's already a pretty good strength for the team.
While we're talking about that bench, Nick has been pulling his hair out over Davion Mitchell and the lack of offense from him coming off the bench. And I kind of came to the point where I told Nick and anybody else waiting for Davion Mitchell, like, hey, maybe stop waiting. We're 60-some games into the season, and most of what is just is. It doesn't tend to change or improve all that much. 13 games, 13 points in Saturday's game, 15 points last Monday. Is it beyond the realm of possibility that Davion Mitchell wakes up and gives you a little offense in addition to his great defense off the bench?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, he's been pretty good since the All-Star break, and he was one of the guys going into the break who mentioned that it might be good to get away for a few days. And I kind of got the sense from him that he was, I don't know. I asked him specifically, are you like nursing, some injuries here? Are you tired? Are you, feeling kind of beat down? And he didn't really acknowledge that part of it specifically, but it just, you got the sense that at least he thought the break would be good for him. And he's been good coming out of the break. I never turned the page on Davion. I was surprised by the struggles, frankly, early in the season, because we've seen a lot of his game at obviously on the defensive end, and going back to last year, like the Hezzy game and the ability to, like, he was a good 3-point shooter last year in college. He showed flashes of that as a rookie, although the percentage didn't end up great. But he does have some things offensively, and I think even that role has changed some this year with Malik handling a lot of the playmaking duties and the ball handling with that second unit. So really Davion's off the ball more. And I think maybe that's been somewhat of an adjustment for him, but no, he absolutely still can help this team. And I'm pretty confident in saying there will be games where he absolutely helps this team. And that could be big in a playoff series where you got to go lock somebody up.
Jason, great stuff as always. Let's do this again.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good day.
Thank you. You too. There goes Jason Anderson from the Sacramento Bee. He was on the Folsom Lake Honda hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.